Good morning again. And I'm saying again, because if you were here 3 minutes ago, you would have heard my little puppers, Lucy, just barking up a storm. And I decided that wasn't going to work too well for this video. Anyway, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Colleen Light. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I come to you from Southwest Washington. So normally when I pop on, I like to greet you face to face and say hello and whatnot. But I have to tell you, today is not that day because I am a hot mess from allergies. It is just an allergy day for me. So anyway, so I'm back. I'm hoping if you were on earlier, you bounced back on again. I apologize for the inconvenience. So I'm going to demonstrate the Seize the Day. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to case the catalog. Our mini catalog from Stampin' Up. It's over the end of this month. Can you believe that? How fast did this go? January to June. And just like that. So we're going to be making a version of this card. I have some other samples that I've made, but this is the version we're going to be making here. I wanted to bring in our in colors. I think they're so vibrant and I just love them. So I'm going to go ahead and make this one. You can see the inside. So this is the one when I originally cased the catalog, and I had my measurements just a slight bit off on this one. You can see this one's a closer right there. And you can see, but how much more vibrant this one is. I love this one. Here's another one. I tried case the catalog there. Sometimes, you know, if you're kind of in an inspiration slump, casing the catalog is okay. It gets it going for you. So anyway, these are the last chance products. So if you like the Seize the Day bundle, it's still available, or it was when I checked this morning. And it's one of my favorites. I just love it. I'm going to take a sip of coffee real quick. Does anyone else have a problem with allergies? Goodness sakes, they're giving me a run for my money this year. Okay, so Seize the Day. Here are our stamps. Thanks from the depths of my heart. Wishing you oceans of happiness, and Seize the Day. And look at these. Look at this. They're just great. Let me show you the dies real quick. I just had those set off to the side. Let me find them. Here we go. And the dies are amazing. And so you can see it comes with ones to cut out the little fish. We'll be using those today. It has other ones also. But look at the one for the octopus. Do I have that right? Nope, I had that upside down. There's one for the crab here. Anyway, and I'm going to get these all upside down, I think. Here we go for the jellyfish. And we have a starfish one. And then, of course, there's other dies also here. So this is a great, great set. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for popping on again. Did you hear little Lucy in the background? This puppy, I've never had a puppy that has been so hard to train. My husband and I, we've always rescued dogs. And I have to tell you, this puppy's given us a run for our money. Anyway, let's get back to the card. So I am using the Starry Sky. I think this is one of my new favorite colors. I just love how rich it is. So there we go there. Just easy peasy. 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. Score at 4 1/4, and we have a nice square card. So you can see how we're doing this. Now I'm going to grab the crumb cake out of here. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat, just because I don't want to get ink all over. I'm going to be stamping off. So let me see here. I had my little, you know what, we're just going to slip it under here. It'll be fine. Let's go like that. And let's go ahead and grab the stamp we need. I'll try not to. She's so cute. Someday she's so cute. Sharon says my puppy's so cute, and I will agree. Lucy is cute, cute, cute. She's just giving me a run for my money. So this is crumb cake. Screenshot the dimensions if you, well, this morning. But here are all the dimensions for the card we're making. So this is crumb cake, and it is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. And I'm going to be using crumb cake ink. So the nice thing with this is we're going to make our own pattern here on the back. Oh, and Lucy just came in again, so we're going to hope that she is minding her manners this go around. So this is just a fun way to add a background. To use if you want to use a solid piece of cardstock, but just give it a little bit extra, this is just a great way to do that. Just kind of move it around though so you don't get the same pattern throughout. I'm not worried about if I have a little halo or shadow because I'm going to be covering up so much of this. And I actually think sometimes there are flaws on our cards and make it kind of fun because they're handmade, right? They're not supposed to be perfect. I mean, it's nice if we can get them as perfect as we can, but, you know, they're handmade. What are you going to do? Sometimes you're going to have a little something. So again, the last chance products, the kit collection is still, the buy one, get one 50% off is still going on. I'll just tell you a little bit while we're doing this. We have a new mini catalog coming out soon. If you like the holidays, this is the catalog for you. If you don't have one and you'd like one, just give me a shout out and let me know. And I will be happy to get one off to you. All right, so we're going to follow our pattern here. We're going to put the little starfish down there using the crumb cake. Let's do that. Okay, so, and just tap, tap, tap. You don't want to, I don't know how to say it, smush your stamps into the ink because you'll get too much and your image won't turn out right. And then just lightly press. And there you go. How cute is that? Oh, good morning, Kim. How are you this morning? We're going to have some hot weather here in Washington this weekend, which I am so excited for. Okay, so let's go ahead here and get out the rest of our pieces. You can see that I used our Parakeet Party, which is one of my favorite colors also. And I have some of these things cut out for us in advance. So if you're new to stamping and you don't know what die cutting looks like, if you'll hear us all talk about die cutting. If you're new to stamping and you just don't know what that is, it's what I showed at the beginning of the video. It's where you take these dies and you cut out your pattern here on your cardstock. So this is the one that cut out this leaf. And I'm going to be showing you how we're doing the fish, so I'll actually be demonstrating how to use the die cut machine. Or it's under cut and emboss machine. So it adds just a little extra wow factor to your cards. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to use this mat here that we have because you can, here I'm going to show you. So I use this sometimes if I'm going to be doing fine things because the glue just rubs off. And I have to tell you, I can never remember what it's called. So if there's another demonstrator watching, Kim, I know you're going to know the name. If you can let everyone know what that is called, I would really appreciate it. And I have toothpicks here because I do quilling, so I always have toothpicks in my office. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to put one of these. First, I'm going to give it a little snip. We're going to give it a little haircut here. I'm just going to take off this because I want it to pop in down there. I want it to lay flat on the bottom. And then I'm just going to take my glue. You could use the actual, oops, darn it, let's rub that right off. You can use the actual multi-purpose glue bottle. I have a tendency to squeeze it too hard sometimes, so that's why I'm using the toothpick. You can actually just use the glue with this and pop it on. You don't need to grab a toothpick. It just works easier for me. Okay, so you don't need a lot of glue. Then following my pattern that I had earlier, I'm just going to pop this down here like that and get a flush. You can already see this card start to come together. Again, I want to give this a little haircut here. Just just right there because I want it to sit flush on the bottom of the card. But I'm going to move that one over, I think, a hair like that. You could also angle it, which might be kind of cute. I think I'm going to do that instead. That is kind of cute. So our weather here in Southwest Washington is supposed to be in the 90s this weekend, which if you are not from Washington State, you will realize is very warm from here. Very, very warm. Now, most people don't like it that warm here, whereas I recently moved back from Arizona, and I love, love, love the heat. I'm also ready to be done with these allergies. I think I'm going to grab my tweezers. So I'm kind of looking forward to the 90-degree weather this weekend. And I think it'll help my tomatoes get a good start. They've been kind of just hanging out there, not doing much of anything, my tomato plants. So I think maybe it'll give them a little boost of energy. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. So we talked about the buy one, get one for the kids collection. And that this Seize the Day bundle is a last chance product. So it will be retiring the end of June. Let's see here. Let's just pop that one down. Ooh, look, doesn't that just look like it's moving in the water? Pretty, pretty. All right, let's take this other die cut, get this one going. And, well, let's cut this one off a little bit here too. So what's going on with everybody else? If you're watching, give a shout out where you're watching from. Let's see here. We'll put just a little bit up here. And let me grab my tweezers and put this one. I think I'm going to put this one on in. Oh, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? Didn't that turn out well? So let me show you how we're going to do our fish. Because we have to have our fish die cut. So I have a piece of white. Normally I would grab something smaller, but I'm not going to. The puppy's chewing on my shoe. Oh my goodness. So I'm having a hard time getting to where I need to go. I feel like I'm dragging her behind me. Lesson learned for me, right? Next time I'm going to just have to make sure she is in a different area altogether. I so appreciate everyone hanging in there with me while I fight the puppers. Anyway. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't know. I kind of feel like she's like a little kid, like she's just minds her manners so well until I'm busy and preoccupied. So here we go. So here's one fish here. There we go. And here's another one here. Perfect. And we are going to go ahead and die cut these. Let me show you what I mean when I say die cut. So we have our little fish. I have them right here. And we're going to pop these here. And then we're going to run this through the die cutting machine. So give me a second. I will be right back. And I will come back with these. And would you like to see the die cutting machine? Whoops. Why not? I feel like this video is going to be one for the blooper reels. What do you think? Do you all ever have those days when you're like, I just don't know? There she goes. So anyway, so this is the die cutting machine. And this is what I talk about when I'm die cutting. Here. So let's put these here. And I'm going to hope and hope and hope they don't move. There we go. So anyway, does anybody else have any puppies out there? Any great words of wisdom? Let's see here. I think I might have to put a little Post-it note to hold these just in place. Let me grab one here. So this is just a trick. They have some different types of tape you can use, but my Post-it notes are handy right now, so this is what I'm going to use. And I want to hold these in place. They seem to want to move around a little bit for me this morning. And let's go ahead and do this. And just easy peasy like that. That's how easy this all comes together. So this is what if you are new to stamping or you've never done any stamping, This is what we mean when we say die cutting. Oh, those didn't turn out very good. You know, I think I want to redo those. Those just did not turn out the way I wanted them to. Let's try this again. Also, if you watch any of us do any stamping, sometimes when you're online, you'll see those perfect cards. We don't often get those the first time. Sometimes we do, and it's always nice when we do, but sometimes it takes us a couple of times for the stuff we're going to post online. So, it's easy. You just redo it. And that's what I'm going to do here because I know who I want to give this card to, and I want these die cuts to be right. So, I'm just going to redo it. We're going to just get these taped down a little bit better maybe than last time. So I am an avid reader and I need a new book for my summer reading list. Does anybody have any recommendations? I just finished The Nightingale, which I liked. And then let's see what else. And what is the other one that I just read? Where the Crawdads Sing? I think that's the name of it, and I really, really like that one. That one was quite engaging for me. So if you, we can also talk books while we're doing some stamping. All right, so I'm going to bring back the die cut machine. This is the mini. We have the full size one. I like the mini. I find it a little bit easier for me to travel with. I do a bit of camping and whatnot. So there we go there. And I'm sorry, I'm really not watching your comments very well today. Much, much better. Can you see the difference? Let me show you the difference. So this is the one I'm happy with. This is the one I am not. So you can see just by taking that extra few seconds that I'm really happy with my images now. So we are going to pop these up here in a second. I have a little piece. We have to do a little bit more stamping. I have a little piece of crumb cake here that I've cut out. This is for the inside panel. That's our basic white, and this is our crumb cake. And this is 1 1/4 by 2 inches. And I want to stamp our sentiment on there. And I'm going to be doing thanks from the depths of my heart. I send a lot of thank you cards, and I like to make them fun. So I think this is a fun set. I really enjoy it. All right, and let's get out our, what is it, Starry Sky again, and do this. I'm going to stamp it somewhat close to the top here. Let's see if I'm in camera. Tap, tap, tap. Let's see how we can do if we can get this on straight. I don't want to stick my head underneath there. I have my hair in a ponytail and I look a mess. So anyway, and I want to make myself a flag, and then I'm going to show you how I got the color around the edge on the sample. So to make a tag, I'm just going to go right, I'm eyeballing this. Get as close to the center as you can. Again, it's not going to be perfect for me. So let's see here. Pretty good, though not as bad as I thought it might be. So that's pretty good. Now let me go ahead and I want to grab my sponge dauber, which here it is. And I want to go around the tag to add some depth to it. So I'm going to pop it here in my ink pad, just like this. It's on my finger. I'm going to pop it here. And then I'm just going to go around the edge like this. And you can see it's already starting to come to life. It just adds that little bit extra. And then we can start getting this card together. The one thing I didn't do was stamp the starfish on the inside panel. So I want to do that, or else I might forget. And I want to also do it on the outside of the envelope, now that we have all the pieces out of it. So let's do those two things again. Let's get the starfish out again. And our crumb cake ink. And let's do that. So here's our crumb cake ink and our starfish. And we're going to pop this one down here in the corner. You could also add, we did those little bubbles. You could add that there. And let's go ahead and just always dress up our envelope a little bit. And so there's that. So I think our stamping might be done now. Let me close up this ink so I don't get anything in it. And let's go ahead and put this here, and then we're gonna pop the other things up on dimensionals, and this card will be just about done. Or will be done. We're just gonna add a little bit of bling. This is our Stampin' seal. So I'm gonna pop this here. I'm a little heavy on glue sometimes, so do what you think is appropriate for your cards. I tend to be an over adhesive person. All right, let's kind of make we're balanced here. There we go. I really do appreciate everyone with the puppy whining. My goodness, she doesn't normally do this. I think this is the first video that she normally lays in here pretty quietly with me. So I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. And let's put this on the inside here. There we go. Let's pop these things up on our dimensionals. See here, which I just had out. Oh, here we go. Let's do it. Pop these up. I look at my sample card all the time that I have to make sure I'm doing the same thing. Let's pop these up. And I'm gonna put this up here in this right-hand corner, and I'm gonna line it up with the other crumb cake, with the crumb cake layer. Isn't that cute? Let's pop our little fish up on dimensionals. I'm just gonna use a big one in the middle. You could use a mini if you wanted, if you were trying to save your dimensionals, or you just like the smaller one. And I'm gonna put this one here. How cute is that? I love our new in colors. I think they are so vibrant and so pretty. Okay, and then let's put this one here. Now, I used the faux sea glass shapes at the bottom of my card earlier, and I'm gonna grab my tweezers, and I really like them. But you know, I think I just kind of want to use a few of these white ones, because what it did for me is you can see like you can see the uneven edges here. So these are actually still available, and they are in our annual catalog. And what I like about this is it kind of finishes off that bottom a little bit. You could swap out the colors, but I kind of like the clear down there. You know, everyone's card, like I said in my last video, you could have 15 demonstrators and give them, or people, and give them all the same directions, and everyone's card's gonna look just a little different. Everyone has just a little different artistic flair. So, and then I wanted to use these 2022-2024 in color matte dots. So you could use normally I use my, take your pick tool, but since I have the tweezers out, I'm just going to use these. So I want to put this one right there. I'm using the Parakeet Party color again. Should come as no surprise to anyone that watches my video. I'm probably just going to have to rebuy these whole things just because there'll be nothing left but Parakeet. The only thing that'll be gone will be the Parakeet Party. I just love that color. And I'm teasing. I like all the colors. I'll use them all, but this is really my favorite. All right, let's see if we can get this even. Oh, I think I took let's see here. Let's try this again. I think I left the adhesive behind. Let's try that again. We'll fix that one in a little bit. Okay, so this is what we made today. So, thanks from the depth of my heart. There's the sample card. Let me show you the other ones I've made in the past. See, I like this one, Casey in the catalog, better than the original I did, which I did months ago. So I really like this one better. I think it's more vibrant. Let me know what you think. And then here's the other two I've done. Seize the Day, which shows that octopus, and Wishing You Oceans of Happiness, which shows that big die, which I absolutely love. And I did a little embossing folder. I think I used the painted textures on this one to give it just a little bit more dimension. and it opens this way. It's a birthday card. So anyway, these are today's cards. I really do appreciate you hanging in there with Lucy and myself. I just know that she's going to get better in time. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself. So I will see you next Thursday at 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. And I'll also have this posted to YouTube, and it'll be blogged pretty soon. Thanks so much. Enjoy your day and your weekend.